Yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
perfect.
you can start the recording just in case in your computer.
I think you have to give me permission to do that.
Okay. I can. Sorry.
Yeah.
Just
I cannot do it either.
Yes.
Yeah, it's working.
Now you can manage the session just in case.
So you are both recording, right?
Yeah.
So there's no need for me to record again because it's going to be.
We are a little bit crazy.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start the webinar now.
Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon for those who are connected from Southeast Asia. My name is María Díaz Navarro. I'm here with my colleague Tierna Ellen Broek from Food Valley. We are the main organizers of this session. First of all, we would like to welcome you to this first international training program with the target country Thailand this time. We perfectly know how difficult it is to deploy a successful international strategy. So our idea with this session is to give you all the tools and all the knowledge you need to really start your international strategy with success. We have a real challenge today. We have just 1 hour time slot. This is the agenda we have prepared for today. It is really ambitious. We really have a tight agenda. We are going to have the opportunity to know more about Thailand. We are going to have a real overview with Foodinopolis. Then we are going to talk about IP issues, which are quite relevant if we are facing the Thailand market. And then we are going to have also the industrial perspective. We are going to have with us the CP Food Group with us to discuss about global cooperation. So I think there is no time to lose. So it's time to start with our first speaker. First, please, Mrs. Sakianong Yangboa, if you can connect yourself, please.
Hello, good morning, everyone, and also good afternoon, everyone, as well.
Okay, thank you. The floor is yours. If you would like to share your screen.
So, yes, let me share my screen. You have to allow me to share.
You're not allowed to share?
It said I cannot start screen share while the other participant is sharing.
Okay,
so you have to stop sharing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you try now?
Yes, and is it up and full screen now?
Yeah.
Okay, so
now it's perfect.
All right, so thank you again for the organizers for the Global Foodture project to having me as a part of the speaker for the target country in Thailand. So I will be presenting 2 parts. One is maybe the landscape of food industry in Thailand, and the other will be introduce you to Foodinopolis, which is a food innovation platform in Thailand. So let's just look at the industry landscape in Thailand, the food industry. So we know that Thailand is a agriculture countries, and we are the number first, second, and third in global export ranking, rice, cassava, sugar for many years. And our food export, the value is about 28-29 billion US$, and that's accounting for about 13% of our total export. And in the larger scale, further from food, agricultural products export in Thailand is much bigger. It's 42 billion US$. And amongst those export agricultural product raw materials that can be used for processed food. And in terms of the GDP that the food industry contribute, we are contributing about 5.5% of GDP of the country, and that's about 26 billion US$. And we have a very strong supply chain. We have a lot of food manufacturing companies, 128,000 companies. And I would say 90%, over 90% of the manufacturing food manufacturing company, they are micro enterprise, but they are very strong supply chains in the sectors. In terms of skilled workers, we have over 1 million people working in food sectors, and agriculture sector itself employ about 30% of the country labor force. Speaking a lot about export, so Thailand is the top 5 exporter of ready-to-eat food, and the market share, we share about 5.8% of the global market of the ready-to-eat food. And our 5 markets for this ready-to-eat food is in this region in CRMV. That means Cambodia, Laos, Myanmar, Vietnam, and then later Oceanic countries in the US and also EU. Looking at our growth, the growth has been declined during the COVID, and the export value is expected to get back to normal after the COVID. So this is what our forecast in terms of export. And as mentioned, we export rice, poultry, sugar, and also canned tuna on the top. So looking at our supply chain from farm to fork, we produce a lot of chicken and shrimp as the minimal processed food. And then when we move up a little bit on the value chain to the moderately processed food, it would be canned tuna, as already mentioned, and also canned pineapple. For the highly processed food, we are very good at producing ready-to-eat meal, and we are 5th global of ready-to-eat meal for food export, as already mentioned, and the global share 5.8% from the previous slide. Another sector that is very important in Thailand in the value chain is the food ingredient and seasonings. Since we have a lot of raw materials to be produced as a food ingredient, so we are the 6th largest exporter in terms of sauce and preparation for food. Also for food packaging, we also have over 2,000 food packaging manufacturers. So this is the pictures of our supply chain for food industry, and below on the slide are the logo of the company. We have a lot of multinational company, large company, and also small and medium enterprise in Thailand playing their part in the industry. So a little bit about opportunities in Thai food market. According to National Food Institute, we see a lot of opportunities in 3 sectors or 3 areas could be. In food tech and agri-tech, we see a lot of company using innovation more and more to meet the needs of the consumers, and also integrate other technologies like using e-platform, e-commerce application in doing their business. And the next is the functional nutrition and dietary food. We have been promoting the use of nutrition's high value nutrition to produce high value food products, including all those processed food and healthy diet. And also, as we see more and more in the market today, is a plant-based food, and also insect-based food as well. And the next opportunity would be the ready-to-eat and ready-to-cook food. According to the mega trends this day, and also urbanization, so consumer behavior have been changing particularly during the COVID. So this ready to eat and ready to cook food is also the growing demand in the domestic market. And I believe it's also in the international market as well. Speaking about plant-based protein, alternative protein, we see a lot of product in the market, and those big companies already playing their major roles in the market. We see Thai unions partner with SMEs in Thailand, Food, to produce their plant-based meat in the market. And also other players, we also have CP in the market as well. We have 2 startup companies. There's more, but there's 2 that's been maybe the first mover in, the first wave of the startup playing their roles in plant-based is Meat Avatar and More Meat. And we see the joint ventures between Innobic Asia, which is the subsidiary of PTT, public company in Thailand, together with Plants and Beans. So they jointly together set up a company to produce plant-based food products. So the new joint venture company is NRPT. So they would be the key players in the market. And in terms of plant-based, Thailand is ranked 25th of exporter in alternative protein. And a lot of products have been exported to international market. The largest one, I would say, it's go to Australia. However, to my observation, the plant-based meat and plant-based market in Thailand itself is not that smart in terms of growth, but the product can have an opportunity in international markets. A little bit on the investment incentive for the company to set up their business in Thailand. So Board of Investment also have the tax incentive for companies. So we have a corporate income tax exemption up to 13 years and a 50% deduction of corporate income tax, and also exemption of import duty and machinery, and also on the raw material. Together with the tax incentive, there also a non-tax incentive as well. Actually, all this information can be found on a web page of our Board of Investment, Thailand Board of Investment. Maybe look a little bit on incentive for agri-food industry. So you would get 8 years of tax exemption if you produce what we call future food. So medical food is one of them. Or 8 year would also be a grant to business that in seed industry, and also using a microorganism, and also others would be 5 year for farm for smart farming, and 8 years for advanced technologies in food processing technique, 5 years for manufacture of oil and fat, 5 years for plant factories, and also 8 years for manufacturers of biomolecular, 5 years for food and beverage, and also 5 years for animal feed. So this is just a brief, and you can find more information on the page of Board of Investment of Thailand. And this number in the past 3 years from 2019 to 2021 in terms of the project submitted to Board of Investment. And it's the gray one would be the latest years in 2021. So we see a lot of application from European countries, and also those, I think the approval rate is quite high as well. A lot from ASEAN country, Japan, and then China. So I think that would be a rough for the overview of the big pictures of the food industry in Thailand. So I will use my another half of my time to introduce you to Foodinopolis. So Foodinopolis is innovation platform for food industry. We set up in 2016, mid of 2016. We would like to be one of the global food innovation hub. And we would integrate researchers, advanced technology, and facility that are available in the country to work with company in all sides, locally and globally. And we only have 15 people as a platform services. So we have to work with partners, with university, with knowledge institute in the country. So we have a different platform, which I will elaborate more in my slide. So being the one of global food innovation hub, so we are we help company to connecting the dots. We provide the solutions to the company. We bring them to meet the solutions providers, and we also help company locally and globally to connecting the supply food supply chain in Thailand. The focus areas, three focus areas, but we do also service in the other area as well, but it's still related to food innovation anyway. So first would be the health and functional food. Second is high value added food, and then support business for food industry. We have our headquarters at Thailand Science Park. It's within the NASDA, the National Science Technology Development Agency. And in that area, we have 5 national research centers. It's the area is the Thailand Science Park, which is in terms of area is 80 acres of land with the research centers and also the R&D labs for company as well. So within this Thailand Science Park, right now we have about 100 companies located at Thailand Science Park, and 1/3 of the company are in food and food related. And in terms of international company, I would say we have 1/3 of the whole tenants are international, and majority of the international company are from Japan. These are the service platform of Foodinopolis. We have 10 service platform which are color coded, which I will go by group later on in my next slides. We have one-stop services to help connecting the dots for the company, providing the solutions to the company. So we work with different knowledge institute and university to bring the technologies, facilities, and knowledge to help the company to do more innovation, to do product development. In terms of, if we see the value chain of food from farm to fork, Foodinopolis would focus on food processing. We don't do much in terms of raw materials. We would help in terms of processing raw material, but not like all those raw materials at the very beginning of the value chain. What we focus, as I mentioned, would be the food processing technique, product development, things like that. So we help them to connect with researchers. We help them to connect with facilities, pilot plant, manufacturing, testing facilities, and also bridge the company with the researchers in the universities. And also we work with multinational company in terms of linking them with these top-notch researchers in Thailand in food science and food tech. So these are the network of Food Innopolis in Thailand. We have been working with more than 18 universities across the country, and we bring the expertise in these areas to serve the industry. We also help them bring out facility that they have, the mega space, and also the lab and then pilot plant to work with the industry. And we also know where they have these kind of facilities, and we can help to navigate the company to the right solutions providers. Next would be the functional ingredients, and also innovation in flavor and sensory. We have done a lot of capacity building for the company in Thailand, and also working with the international company in terms of strengthening the capacity of Thai industry in these two areas. We have a lot of training and workshop in flavor. We have Flavor Academy, and we have the workshop all year round, in like starting from the fundamental to advanced, and also even go to flavor science for non-scientists as well. We work with universities. This is example of flavor stability using the high pressure processing at one of the university in the north, Naresuan University, for the training. And next set would be Makerspace, Future Food Lab, and Pilot Plant. So these are the facilities that we put together, the jigsaw that will help the company creating from the ideas of making food products, new product development from Makerspace and to the labs and to Pilot Plant. So we have facilities for them to come and use. So these are the Makerspace focusing on bakery technologies, because one of the network, King Mongkut Institute of Technology at Lat Krabang, they have a full set of Makerspace in bakery, and then labs for bakery technologies, and also Pilot Plant for a bakery, which also certified with the GMP standard as well. Another example is Makerspace at Mae Fah Luang University up north in Thailand. They should to focus on tea and coffee innovation. So what they have there is a tea coffee Makerspace, and they run different kinds of activities from like couplings or censoring tea and coffee over there. And this is the Future Food Lab that we have at our headquarters at Thailand Science Park. So within Future Food Lab, what we do is we provide facilities, we provide research course, and the ingredient library. Company have to have their people work in the lab by themselves with the coaching from the research course that we have, so they can stay up to 3 to 6 months in the lab with the project that we bring in. We now have a Future Food Lab. I think 8 start first at Thailand Science Park, our headquarters, and then the other 7 across the country. And next set would be the Pilot Plant, which I don't have to say much. People would already understand what Pilot Plant does in food processing value chain. A lot of these are at university. We don't have. We only have we only have the lab, the Future Food Lab at the headquarters. Apart from that, we work with the university, the network of Food Innopolis to link this facility to the company. And next set would be the set of platform that we provide knowledge and workshop, special workshop to the company. We have run a series of preservation technology series for company. We call it Food Talk, and this is the set that we start to do during the COVID. And we have been doing it for 2 years for Food Talk and special workshops. So these are example of the Food Talk. We would start the year with the overview of industry, and then there will be series of talk that's planned ahead like 6 months. We have it every 2 weeks for people to watch it, and it's online event. These are one on probiotic, and the other one is on functional food. We do have specials series. These are the aroma talk, focusing on aroma, and these are the work of the Flavor Academy team to organize this talk together with a private company. And the last set would be the set that we work on the accelerators. So we have food innovation accelerators. We help company to accelerate their product to the market, and also help them to sharpen their business model and link them with modern trade to global market, to a strategic partner as well. So we also have our booth. We always have our booth in the past 3 years in a row at ThaiFest, when we just back on site this year, but 2 more years, two previous year was on online. So we have the company that we're working with to have that showcase at ThaiFest every year. And we help company to connect to domestic markets, different modern trades, different food distributor, local, and also we've been working with partner, international partner as well, to help company to bring their product to the global market. So I think I have used up my 25 minutes already, and I will be welcome all your questions at the end of the session. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Akenom. It was really interesting presentation. I think we all have a global overview on the Thai market now, and I was completely impressed of Food Innopolis facilities and all the strategy you have developed in a few years. Congratulations for this. Now, I think I would like to just to give a practical recommendation for the attendees. For those two, you have questions. You have a box on the bottom of your screen. You just have to include there your question, and we will address this at the end of the section. Now it's time to move to the next slot in the agenda. Now we are going to talk about the IP issues in the Thai market. So please, Mr. Elio de Tulio, if you can, okay, the floor is yours. I don't know if you
Thank you.
Can share your screen. Okay.
Yeah, I can start sharing my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yes, Elio.
Okay, great. So watching all these, burgers and food made me hungry. And you know that we Italians are very sensitive on this topic, but I will not show pasta in my slides, don't worry. So we speak about protection valorization of IP in the food sector in Thailand. My name is Elio De Tullio. I'm the founder and managing partner of De Tullio & Partner, that is a tech law IP firm specializing in intellectual property. So we support SMEs and companies to protect and valorize their intellectual property rights all over the world, in particular in China and Southeast Asian countries. Today, I will work as an external expert of the Southeast Asia IP SME Help Desk. That is a European initiative supporting SMEs exporting products and services in Southeast Asian countries, and in particular in Thailand. What does IP mean? For those who are not familiar with the intellectual property, IP is strictly connected with the new economy. It allows the owners to protect their know-how, to establish networks, and ownership of intellectual property rights involves the right to exclude others from making commercial use of products, services, names, innovation, inventions, and designs. Let's say it's a monopoly. It's an exclusivity right, and if we go through the single IP rights, patents allows owners to control the use of technology. Trademarks allows owners to occupy territories with their reputation, with their names, and allow them to influence relationships with consumers in particular. And the science is the way to protect the appearance, the aesthetic part of products, and also the packaging. The basic principles at international level of intellectual property rights are the principle of first to file. So it's important to first filing an application related to trademarks, patents, designs. And this allows also third parties to consult database in order to understand if their new application are have the legal requirements to be protected. The legal requirements are novelty and inventive step for patents, novelty and distinctive capacity for trademark, and novelty and individual character for design. Another very important principle is the principle of territoriality, so the geographical limitation of the protection. So even if we have international systems and the international convention to protect IP rights internationally, we usually mean with international systems as a bunch of national rights. Then there is the principle of national treatment that provides that each state must grant the same protection to nationals of other states that it grants to its own nationals. This is according to the TRIPS agreements, the agreement concluded inside the World Trademark Organization that provides the importance of the intellectual property rights protection and reciprocal guarantees in connection with the fair commerce at the international level. And another principle is the limitation in time and scope. So each IP right can last for a determined period of time. Is 20 years for patents, 5 years renewable for 5 times maximum for designs, this at EU level. Then we'll see that for Thailand, this is different. And trademarks can last 10 years, but it can be renewed indefinitely. So if you are the owner of the trademark, you can keep this right without any end of the protection. You can file application at national, regional, international level. So in this way, you can obtain protection accordingly. At the international level, the international conventions are those listed in this slide. So the Madrid system for trademarks, the Patent Cooperation Treaty for patents, the Hague system for designs. We will see more details afterwards. But before filing, it is essential to carry out IP searches. So to see if these rights are new or not. So to carry out a proper assessment about the validity, the potential validity of the IP rights you are going to file. These are the main international conventions. So the Madrid System and the Patent Cooperation Treaty. The Madrid System is a convenient and cost-effective solution for registering and managing trademarks worldwide. You can file a single application before before WIPO, that is a World Intellectual Property Organization, the UN office with the UN agency with office in Geneva. And in this way, you can pay one set of fees to apply to protection up to 128 countries, including Thailand. And it's very easy to use. This set of fees is for sure more convenient than filing an application in each single country. And then you can renew your application with one single act. Then there is a Patent Cooperation Treaty that allows to file a single patent application in your home country, in your language, to extend the protection in the claimed countries among the 156 contracting states. Thailand is very active at the international level. It's party to the majority of IP treaties and conventions. So it's party of the Paris Convention for the Protection of IP Rights, dated 1883. The Madrid Protocol, so the agreement concerning the international registration of marks, the Patent Cooperation Treaty, and also the Berne Convention for the protection of literary and artistic works, and the Marrakesh Treaty. These treaties are dealing with copyrights. And has recently developed a lot of reforms to be compliant with the major IP rules at international level. So patents, designs, and trademarks are territorial in nature, and if you like to extend the protection, you need to file the application in more than one country. Thailand operates under first to file system, meaning that the first person to file IP in the Thai jurisdiction will own the rights to it once the application is granted. So it is very important to register your IP as soon as possible, even if there are some rights connected with the de facto trademark. These are linked in territory and scope. If your rights have been filed and registered properly, you can enforce your rights before Thai courts. You can obtain orders from the relative courts, and you can start administrative, civil, and criminal prosecutions. But in some cases, it's always advisable also to consider a private mediation through legal professionals. That sometimes is more effective rather than waiting for the end of law proceedings. If we speak about patents, the patents protect inventions. So those products with some very high level of technical features. In the patent system, you have not only the patent invention, but also utility models, so petty patents. So there are patents with a lower level of inventive step. So both are exclusive rights temporarily granted for the invention, but petty patents or utility models are more easy to obtain. The three legal requirements for patents, so invention patents and petty patents, are novelty, inventive step, and industrial applicability. But the substantial examination of petty patents are not so deep. So sometimes the only legal requirements that the Department of Intellectual Property of Thailand considers is the novelty. The duration is 20 years for patents of invention and 6 years for the petty patents. In this case, it can be renewed. They can be renewed for 2 times for 2 years for total duration of 10 years. It's very important to consider that even Thailand, being member of the Paris Convention, can enjoy the priority rights. So if you file an application in Thailand, you can extend your protection in all over the world, claiming the date of the first filing in Thailand, so in the country of origin. This is the same, of course, for a European company that would like to start with filing an application in Europe at EU level or at the national level. So you have time, 6 months in case of trademarks and designs, and 12 months for patents and petty patents to claim protection starting from the first filing in the country of origin. That is a very important tool offered to IP holders. Thailand adopts the first to file system for intellectual property rights. This is particularly important for trademarks. It's better to file your application before going to the market. So before starting any business operation in the market, because also the trademark protection is the pillar of a licensing architecture. So if you like to license your rights to start a franchising activity or to start some merchandising in Thailand, it's better to file the application before going to the market. Of course, there are, let's say, traditional trademarks like words or logos or trademarks that are a mix, so word and logo, but there are also non-traditional trademarks like 3D signs and sounds. In this case, also these non-traditional trademarks can be registered in Thailand, provided that they are distinctive, they are not prohibited, and they are available, so they are new. The registration procedure takes about 12-18 months. As mentioned before, the trademark protection lasts for 10 years and can be renewed indefinitely. And of course, trademarks shall be used on the market for 3 consecutive years at least. And you can also file an application claiming more than one class. Indeed, trademarks can be protected, filed, and registered according to a classification system that include about 45 classes, 34 of products and 10 of services, and you pay the set of fees, official fees, according to the number of classes you claimed in your application. You can also obtain copyright and design protection in Thailand. Since Thailand is member of Berne Convention, the works are protected from the moment of their creation without registration, but registration is very useful as a proof of the paternity and the date of creation. So it's very useful to reverse the burden of proof in case of court proceeding. The protection is conferred automatically to the author. However, it is advisable to record the copyright as mentioned before. And the duration of the protection lasts until 50 years from the death of the author or after the work was first published or created. And as to design patents protect the aesthetic part of the product, so the appearance, the decorations, provided that this shape is distinctive, is composed by original materials, colors, or decoration, or combination of these. Also in design rights, you can have priority rights, so you can protect the application, the design in the country of origin, and then extend the protection by 6 months from the filing date. The protection lasts for 10 years from the date of filing date. So as you can see, this duration is different from the one in European Union that is for a total of 25 years. As to GIs, geographical indication. Geographic indication are the protection, are considered the protection of denomination and indication. So names of geographical names coming from territories from which the products have come out. If you have products that have been produced and transformed in a certain territory with some specific characteristic connected with the territory, so with a strict link with the tradition, with the culture, and also the know-how developed in a territory, they can be protected through a geographic indication. At European Union level, this geographic indication protection is very strong. So European GIs can never become generic. And if we speak about European GIs, we can refer to champagne or prosciutto di Parma, or so Parma ham or Parmigiano Reggiano, and other very, very well-known products. There is no duty of use, so you don't have to show that the name has been used on the market. There is no temporal limits of protection, no extra cost for renewals like in trademark. The registration process is managed by institutions, and the GI is a public certification, even if the holders are producers association, and GIs are subject to controls at production stage and at the market stage, very strict controls. And GI's counterfeiting approach in the European Union confers a very strong protection and rights to holders. They protect, it protects the geographic indication against any commercial use, any usurpation, but also any term that may evoke the protected GI. If we go to Thailand, geographic indication protection are recognized and have been registered in Thailand since 2004. Thailand was very active in implementing the Geographic Indication Act and protection in Thailand. But in some cases, they confer also protection to foreign GIs. Of course, if the GI has become generic in the country of origin, like in European Union or in a single country, then it can become generic also in Thailand. The application must be filed with the Department of Intellectual Property using the Thai language or providing a Thai translation. The documents required to file and obtain protection registration of a GI in Thailand are the specification of the goods, some information, historical information about reputation, quality, and the relevant characteristic of the goods, and of course, the evidence and the explanation of the link between the goods and their geographical origin. So why that name is so famous, is so well known for consumers, in order to identify those products composed by that raw material and transformed according to specific traditional recipes, for instance. Once obtained a GI registration, its protection will last indefinitely as long as the requirement to be a GI remains. So indeed, if it doesn't become generic. Also, GI applicant shall file and obtain protection for its GI in Thailand. There are some requirements that you can see in this slide. And when applying for a GI to be protected with the local IP office or relevant authority, some specific items and documents will be required and requested. Apart from power of attorneys, some other proof that the protection and registration in the country of origin is still valid, translation of documents, and other important documents. There is also the possibility to obtain a certificated organic food in Thailand. This is not a strict IP-related matter, but it's just for you to know that through the Organic Agriculture Certification Thailand, that is an independent certification body established in 1985, it is possible to register the obtained certification services according to the 3 international programs, so IFOAM, EU, and CORE, and the domestic program ACT. To choose which program to enroll in, it depends on the organic standards or government regulation of the country, region, or market in which the company intends to sell its products. Finally, the part again regarding the commercialization and valorization of IP rights. The potential strategy to commercialize and to extend the to use IP in order to commercialize your products and services include a very careful analysis of your IP rights. So identifying what IP asset can be useful for protect your products and services is crucial, as well as the analysis of IP risk, including the mitigation of any possible issue that can arise from third-party streets. But also the consider how your IP is managed in your company, or when the IP is used on the market, for instance, in specific country. And if this preliminary assessment has a positive outcome, you can consider to license your rights and use your licensees in order to extend your international network worldwide. I will show now a couple of cases. This case is, let's say, is a leading case. It's not related to a food sector company, but is related to a major Japanese company manufacturing imaging and optical products that received customer complaints about a website selling dashboard cameras bearing its trademark. Why I show this case? Because it's the first time that the internet service provider were obliged to block the access to the website, and some blocking measures were implemented in Thailand. So in this case, the legal team, after some cease and desist letter, decided to turn to the website blocking measures of the Computer Crime Act in Thailand. And so the complaint was filed directly with the DAP in late January. And at the end of the day, the DAP forwarded the matter to the Ministry of Digital Economy and Society for further action. And at the end, the MDES officer filed a complaint with the court requesting that the infringing website be blocked. So with this court's approval, the MDES officer sent an official notice to the internet service provider and requested that they block access to the specified URLs.
Elliot,
And,
so sorry to interrupt. The
Yeah.
thing is, we are running out of time. If you can accelerate a little bit.
Yeah, just few slides.
Okay.
And this final case is regarding the Starbucks. It's very common that Starbucks or other notorious trademark receive some problems and have some problems in Southeast Asian countries. And in this case, Starbucks managed to reach an agreement with the counterfeiter, and so it managed to avoid the court order and to find a settlement. But in any case, it managed to obtain protection to its notorious trademark. So if you would like to receive other information, you can consult the Southeast Asia IP SME Helpdesk website. You can ask questions, send an email to this email, question.southeastasiaipr.helpdesk.eu, or you can send an email directly to me. Thank you very much.
Yes, Elio, thank you very much for providing all these insights, a lot of information, and I think a lot of different ways also to protect your products and technologies in Thailand and Europe. So thank you very much. For now, I would quickly like to continue with our next speaker, which is Lalana Tiranurski. I hope I pronounced it in the right way. It's a pleasure to have you here. Lalana is the head of innovation and new product development at CP Foods, also one of the partners at Food Valley in actually multiple communities. And today she will explain a bit about CP Foods, but also address more specifically the theme of food and health, healthy food products, and global collaboration opportunities. So thank you, Lalana, for being here, and the floor is yours.
Okay, so thank you, Tajana, for the introduction, and thank you, Food Valley, to invite me to share in today's session. Okay, so we have, I'd like to start off with CPF. So CPF, we put our heart into what we do, right? So into our production and into our innovation and product development in providing the food for our consumers. And when we say we put our heart into it, that means we put passion into it in order to come up with the best quality and nutritious food for our consumers. So our vision of CPF is to be the kitchen of the world. And our mission is that we operate vertically integrated agro-industrial and food business, and we aim to produce the top quality products using the world-class modern production systems and also eco-friendly processes, because we believe in sustainability and we want to enhance our competitive edge on the global level. So we are a leading Thai multinational company in the agro-industrial food business. And so we are involved in livestock, so that's chicken, duck, and swine. And we also are in aquaculture, so we are producing shrimps and also fish. And we are fully integrated, so from top to bottom, so upstream to downstream, we are in the feed business. So we manufacture feed for distribution to customers as well as use it for our own operations. And we are in the farm business, so we have animal breeding, animal farming, and also the primary processing operations. And we also are in the food business, where we turn the meat proteins that we get from our farms into ready to eat and ready to cook variety of products. So in the feed business, our main products is chicken feed, swine feed, duck, shrimp, and fish feeds. And we are engaged in the feed business in 11 countries globally, and we have 2 joint ventures. And this incorporates about 25% of our total sales in year 2021. Our business strategy is we choose the right location to set up our business in being near to the raw materials and also near to our customers. And we have high quality raw materials that we use in our feed, so that the final product is of very good quality and meets the nutritional specifications that are needed by the different animals at different stages. And we have modern technologies throughout the value chain. We try to be as automated as we can. And with the farm business, we have 15 operations in 15 countries. We have 2 joint ventures. Our revenue is 54%, and with the main products, of course, with the chicken, broiler and layer, swine, duck feeds, and also the shrimp farms as well. So with the business strategy, we have the strong breeds. We have our unique breeds of these animals. We have high quality feeds to feed these animals, so that these animals are, as large and as nutritious as they can be. And we also have very good farm management in our farms, so that the animals are healthy. And we have, the good facilities and equipments and surroundings to bring up these animals, and also the biosecurity system throughout the supply chain, and also sustainable farming with contract farmers in each of the regions. With the food business, this is reasonably new for CPF, so we've just engaged in the food business after the feed and the farm, and we are in 17 countries, and that comprises 21% of our total sales. And we turn these animal proteins into ready to eat and ready to cook products. We make soups, we make sauces, and also functional beverages. Our production lines are fully automated, and we develop deep knowledge by establishing and emphasizing on R&D and innovation, especially at our Research and Development Center. We also develop functional packaging, biodegradable and recyclable packaging to meet the sustainability goal. And we also have complete distribution and channel coverage both in Thailand and in the countries that we operate in. So we are working with a lot of innovative strategic partners globally. We like to work with startups and partners and accelerators globally. We are doing proof of concepts and pilots with these startups so that we can bring in new technology into the company, and also partner with these startups so that we can have complementing strategic business. And the impact of these activities with these startups is so that we can have innovative product development. We can also bring the technology so that we have cost savings in our operations. We can also reduce the carbon footprint in our business, increase productivity, and also make our factories as automated as we can for better accuracy and also for quality as well. So our goal in our business and in R&D and innovation is to let our food enhance our consumers' health. And by doing that, we want to enrich the nutritional value and the nutritional content in our food for our consumers, and enrich the health of our consumers as well. We want to protect them from NCDs and other diseases. And for the elderly, or people who are suffering from food-related diseases or other diseases, we want to revive their health as well. So just giving you a background about the health and personalized food market in Thailand, it is a growing market, and the segment share in year 2021, actually functional food is the biggest share, and then the next is free from pesticides, free from whatever other harmful ingredients, and also naturally healthy, and also the better for you. So these are the types of products that the Thai market are looking for, and the value is growing. So as you can see here, the foods for weight management has grown double from year 2020 to 2025. So we expect that by year 2025, it will reach 689 million euros for the weight management type of foods. For foods addressing NCDs, that will also double within 2025 to be 156 million euros. And also for the elderly as well. Thailand has actually entered the aging population. So we have a high percentage of people over 60 years of age. So it would be around 20% of the population. So therefore, food for the elderly is also growing. And also for individual consumers, the emphasis on health and personalized foods has also been growing, and it's expected to be reaching 88 million euro within 2025. So as you can see, from 2020 to 2025, this health and personalized food market will be double. And the CAGR, the growth year on year for personalized food is actually 14.2%. So the emphasis on health and wellness in the Thai market is definitely strong and has continual growth. And we want more innovation in this area. So the areas of interest for CPF at the moment, we are actively researching and working on alternative proteins, as Dr. Eganong said at the beginning. So plant-based and alternative proteins is becoming more of a trend, and people are adopting it more. So CPF, we are also in the alternative protein space as well. We do a lot of co-product valorization from our byproducts or co-products within our operations, and we want to add value to those co-products. And we are working on local ingredients and the functional benefits of those local ingredients, addressing the NCDs, or the non-communicable diseases. And so ingredients and herbs that we are looking for are from local plants, and not only local in Thailand, but local in other Asian countries, or even in Europe. If you have some local herbs that are of functional value and able to address the NCDs of diabetes, hypertension, and obesity, we are also interested to work with that as well. So CPF, we support the innovation ecosystem, and we are working with research institutes globally. We are working with startups, which we would like to do POCs with startups to see and test the functional properties, and also the functional ability of the technologies, and also working with global incubators and accelerators as well. We work with local universities, and we are open to work with international universities as well. And of course, our suppliers. We have a couple of suppliers, global suppliers, that we are working with under each of our verticals as well. And most importantly, we get feedback from our consumers, because after all, in developing our products and in innovating the products that we supply, we are supplying to our consumers, who will support us. And also we want to develop products that suit the requirements and demands of our consumers. So that's all about my presentation. So I was going through that quite fast, just taking care of the time. And so I want to end my presentation in that we put our heart into the food that we develop, research, and also make. And so from our hearts, we want to be in your plates and give you the best nutritional and also happiness in eating our food. So thank you very much. So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. So thank you.
Thank you very much, Lalana. That was a great overview of the innovation areas that CP Food is working on. And I think also indeed the invitation to reach out if one of the participants is interested to explore this opportunity further. I don't think there are any questions in the chat yet, but please, if you have any, address them to me directly or by email, and I can also forward them to our speakers. So as we're running out of time, I would like to quickly continue with rounding off this session. So let me quickly share my screen. Okay, is it now visible for all of you? Yeah, okay, I think you can see the screen. If not, please say so. So I think we got some great insights today on the opportunities for innovation collaboration of European SMEs with Asian partners. I hear specifically the field of plant-based products, but also insects, reducing and valorizing side streams, waste streams. But also healthy food products is one of the main topics that could be interesting to collaborate on. So I think a lot of opportunities there. And for now, I would like to wrap up this session and introduce you to some of the next activities of this project. So before we dive into the matchmaking, I would like to point out the innovation mission that will take place in the end of May to Thailand. And we will be visiting Thailand with a European delegation. During this week, we will also be visiting the ThaiFex Anuga that was mentioned earlier by Food Innopolis as well. But we will also include some company visits, matchmaking and networking opportunities, and possibly some pitching opportunities for the delegation. And this program is organized in close collaboration also with our Asian partners. So we will update the program and share it with you as soon as possible. For the participants in the delegation, if you're an SME and you will be selected, you can also receive a voucher for participation. So that's, yeah, of course, not the main goal, but it's always a nice incentive for a nice benefit to join. So please, if you're interested, reach out to your regional contact person of the Global Foodture project, or otherwise send an email to me directly, and I will update you on the program and the possibilities how you can participate in this mission. Then continuing to the matchmaking, we would like to round off this session and ask you all to go to the Global Foodture platform again. If you haven't done it already, you can fill out your profile and marketplace in the Global Foodture B2Match platform. And when you did that, you can you can book meetings with other interested participants, but also other participants can find you, of course, on the platform and schedule meetings. And yeah, maybe you even meet your next possible collaboration partner already on the platform that you can meet face to face during our innovation mission. So please, if you don't have any questions on this area, please go to the platform and reach out to other participants there. Up next are also some other training sessions and matchmaking. Those will be taking place next year and can also be found on the platform, and you can register there. So for now, I would like to thank all of you for your participation, and I hope to see you during one of our next events. And yeah, more information and the matchmaking is all available on the platform, so please go there now. I would like to thank our speakers again and hope to see you soon during one of our next sessions. Thank you.
Okay, great. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
So Tajana, do we go to the platform now? Or?
Yes, you can go to the platform. I'm not sure, did you already create a profile and marketplace there?
I don't think so. Can you send me the link again? So sorry.
Yeah, no problem at all.
You can send it in the chat. Yeah.
So we have to register end of page, right? Okay, I do now. So can I leave this Zoom and then I'll log on to the platform.
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank
Bye.
you. Thank you,
Yes.
everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.